Hi everyone,
Hello, this is Rich.
Rob, and today we're talking about the seventh limb. We're almost there. Seventh limb of ashtanga yoga, of Yoga Sutras, Dhyana.
Or meditation.
Yeah, so Rob's going to chant for us.
Sutra, third chapter, second sutra. Tatra pratyaya ketanata dhyanam. So,
Single-pointed, uninterrupted stream of the content of consciousness
is dhyana.
is Dhyana. So it's the second of the inner limbs. So there's three of those inner limbs, and we talked about the first one, Dhyana, and the second now is Dhyana, and then Samadhi. And so today we kind of want to think about the first of those three limbs as this intermittent consciousness, dharana, this intermittent consciousness of our focus. So we focus on an object, and we can stay there for some time, and maybe the mind wanders, and then we come back to it, and we're able to focus for some time, and then the mind wanders, and then we're able to focus. So the length of time of that concentration increases, and then we get to a point where we have continuous focus, uninterrupted. And that's what we're talking about today. So you can think of it as water dripping. So the intermittent water dripping might be the flow of consciousness happening, and then
That's dharana.
Dharana, and then Dhyana is this. You can think of it as honey flowing. So it's continuous flow, uninterrupted.
Yeah, honey doesn't really drip, but it will drip long drips in a sense. But when you're actually pouring honey, it's just kind of one stream. Mm-hmm. Another example that was used, according to Swami Prabhavananda, was that if you were to take a film like we're doing right now, and if we were just to sit here, let's sit here just for a second, Rich. But this film were to go on for, let's see, an hour, and we're able to stay here an hour. It would basically, if we didn't move at all, it would be as if you were just taking a look at a photograph of one scene. If we didn't blink, we didn't move at all. But it's a continuous stream of film also. So dhyana is likened to that in a similar sense, that it is, this meditation is a singular stream of continuous focus, and this is what meditation is. Now, there is an aspect of that that's also part of meditation. So you can say that it's two aspects. There's that continuous, single-pointed, in the place, the content of the mind is single-pointed, it's focused at a place, and that is meditation. So if we think about it in that sense, that's one really obvious, important aspect of it. But the second aspect is, even though you're continuously focused, you are actually also aware that you're doing what you're doing. So these two aspects go hand in hand. The awareness that you're singularly focused, like the honey is pouring continuous stream into a bowl, but it's as if you were the honey, knowing that you were poured continuously in a stream into the bowl. So there's that you're visualizing, that honey is pouring continuously in a stream in the bowl, and that you're actually the honey that's being poured continuously as one stream into a bowl. And those are not separate. So although it seems like two, in essence it's non-dual. There are not two. It's single-pointed. Eka or Ika is single-pointed. So jhana is likened to that, in a sense. And let's see. The content of the mind, they're in place, meditation, jhana. And of course it's the it's the logical outcome of the sense withdrawal, and then pratyahara, dharana, or that intermittent concentration, is the logical outcome of sense withdrawal, pratyahara. But then meditation, as Rich said at the beginning, is the logical outcome within the space of samyama, or the inner limbs. Dhyana is the logical outcome of that intermittent focus of dharana, which will finally stretch into longer periods of dhyana, which is the uninterrupted continuous stream of focus. And once that becomes your only way of perceiving reality, it's said that masters who have perfected dhyana, they have perfected dhyana towards samadhi, which we'll talk about later on, but they have perfected meditation. They're constantly in the state of single-pointed focus, whatever it is that they're doing, and they're also aware of that focus. So there are masters alive now who have cultivated that for many, many years. And oftentimes it takes a long time to cultivate that. But, or at least a 10-day period in Vipassana. If you do that, maybe you'll taste a little bit of it, perhaps, and Rich can speak about that if you'd like to, just a little bit.
Yeah, I remember the movie Into White Clouds, and how this was a film,
Amongst the White Clouds.
Amongst the White Clouds. And this was a movie about the monks in China, in the mountains, famous area where a lot of people come to be on retreat for a long period of time, and they live sometimes alone for long periods. But I remember one of them saying that, in translation, saying that when I work the soil for my garden, that's all I'm doing. I'm single-minded. I'm single-focused on the garden. All I'm doing is doing that chore. And he took it, so that's really taking it into the world, like having it be part of his
regular, ordinary life.
Yeah.
That's what I was speaking about in relation to the masters who have cultivated that.
Yeah, and teachers have said, okay, when we're chopping carrots, that's what we're doing. We're chopping carrots. Otherwise, we're going to chop off our finger. That's like one of the ways of thinking about that. In safety, when we're climbing and we're fully conscious that we're climbing, and then we're doing whatever it is that's important for safety, but also single-minded focus. It kind of forces that into us. But that idea of when you give somebody your full attention, let's say, that's a form. That's a form of that single-minded focus.
A way that you can escape from that particular single-minded focus is that when you use the restroom. Anyhow, I'm not meaning to be crass or anything like that, but one of my teachers said that you can practice meditation however many times you go use the restroom, 2 or 3 times a day. She said, Barbara Dubois, you can practice Mahamudra, which is a tradition I work with, but it's the same as any other meditation tradition. We're looking to find the same place. But she said, if you are there a minute or 2 minutes, you can focus. You have opportunities all the time in your life to practice meditation. It doesn't have to be in a formal situation. Yeah. This is what she was trying to make apparent. Meditation doesn't have to be formal, although formal meditation is very useful and very good. But you can get small chunks of it, 1, 2, 3 minutes, when you use the restroom. If you just relax and focus on what's happening. Don't obsess, just focus on it and be aware of it, and be aware that you're aware of it. So, otherwise you might chop off your finger if you're chopping carrots, or skin yourself or something like that. So always be aware. And you're on the way toward cultivating that continuous stream of meditation if you just practice awareness and mindfulness.
Okay.
All right?
See you.
Bye-bye.